I hate how I got reminded of the name of this sub story, or not sub story, side quest.
What was it called?
Look at the date. Look at the name next to the green icon. Actually, can you look?
Not currently gonna walk back.
Oh, you know what? Maybe one day you'll find out.
Oh, I see it.
What the?
This may involve directly painful activities.
What's up, Shadow?
Hi, Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like cats are going off again.
Gotcha.
Let me go check that actually.
The girls are fighting. I gotta break it up.
Okay.
Let's see. So we got that over there. That over there. Okay. Yeah, at least it doesn't end with torture. Yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot to set a how did I switch over? Oh well.
So this really is the Game of Thrones Final Fantasy game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I look at that, like, just immediately the crudeness of that joke and, like, the setting in the world and what I know of the plot
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
no, this
like,
is
one
there's a different
billion-
feeling, huh? This
1 billion of gajillion %. This is the writers watched Game of Thrones and were really upset about season 8, and so they went, fuck it, we have an IP that we can do this with better.
And to be fair, hon, this is probably made before this was like being produced before that stuff started to fall apart. Game of Thrones
Well, yeah,
stuff.
it would have been popular, which is when they were like, oh, we can do Game of Thrones. We like this. We're gonna pull some ideas for this. And then season 8 came around while they were making it. It's like, fuck that series. We're already making this. We'll do it better with Tiamat and hookers.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
All right, so. Oh god, so I'm being thrown up at how.
You implying Yoshi P watch Game of Thrones, huh, Keck?
I believe it.
You never know.
He could be on the Hideo Kojima grind set.
I hope not completely, because.
I mean, in regards to like movies.
Yoshi P is not Hideo Kojima.
I mean, in terms of, like, Hideo Kojima will just go to the movies all the time, and then he'll just like tweet reviews of them like every other weekend.
Also, folks, please let me know if I need to adjust the audio for anything. Wait, do I have the other two on my team? Okay, yeah. Man, this place feels so different with all this fog. Imagine. I'm sorry, I was just kind of. Oh, go ahead.
The thought crossed my mind to like, what plans? Like, which horror music are we gonna hear today?
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
He even has a fucking dog, like fucking. Fuck Jon Snow, goddammit!
Igni.
Oh my god, they did. Pasting the interview lines in stream discussion.
Oh.
Oh my god. I have a thunder.
This is the most Jon Snow, like magic superpower Jon Snow's a magic superpower Jon Snow fanfiction.
Oh, fucking really
I
sad.
need
I'm
you to
gonna fucking.
understand. Clive, with his magic dog, and his mysterious ice-themed girlfriend, is like super-powered fanfiction Jon Snow that you see in every fanfiction.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what's up.
I'm gonna make Game of Thrones with primals.
Yep, they just went, let's do it better.
Picture.
Well, in fact, primals is what they're called in 14.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the general, like some games have primals, some are just
Also,
other
fun
things.
fact:
Mhm.
the other name that they call them, not used a lot, but like the Garlean Empire call them icons.
Ah,
The same thing they're called in here, which is really funny to me.
sticky substance found in the pitcher of a carnivorous plant which thrives in the Rosarian lowlands. Okay, it's exactly what I needed.
I can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this.
Hold on.
Time to head home.
It's pretty very important here. Oh, I don't know if you see it, but...
I see it. You're right, this is incredibly important. I'm glad you showed me this.
Alright. Let's just teleport then. That's not the button. Oh wait, hold on, we got some lore. The Curse Breakers. A unit drawn from those of fighting age and martial training among the residents of the Hideaway, who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery. The beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in Sid's Hideaway, who choose to rid themselves of the bearers' brands, that they might serve the cause out in the field. The Order has greatly expanded both its ranks and operations since the move to Benimir, all under Otto's watchful eye. Okay. Alright, so, what do you guys say, Obelisk?
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
I sure hope he stays away from the Iron Islands and comes back to King's Landing safe.
Ooh, Badge of Might. Increases his attack by 12. Awarded to soldiers for unparalleled displays of courage on the field of battle. The feeling of accomplishment it enkindles in the recipient's heart is thought to enhance the future performance. Wait. Is give me an item that implies lore? So was he like a former soldier, or was his old man a former soldier? Also, folks, please let me know if the audio is too quiet or whatnot. I have to kind of raise my own volume. Actually, hold on. Maybe I should just check this as well. It's like, I know a couple of times where I say, hey, give me, I've gotten this wording on item before. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. Awarded to soldiers for unparalleled. I see. Yeah. Oh, it's an upgrade though.
Alright, question.
Mm-hmm.
Without any knowledge of the future plot, just from what I know of Game of Thrones, are there, like, several kingdoms that are currently all at war with each other for some kind of central throne area?
We just got to that point.
War of the Five Kings, here we go!
So, there's actually a place here that kind of helps give ideas, or rather, remind you how the story's been moving, progressing along, with visuals all over the place that really goes into detail. If you like, really need that much help.
Bernie would like that.
Yeah, let me show Fruity this real quick. Let's see where this person's at.
I
have
think
no idea.
at the very top. Yep. Straight, take a right.
Okay, there they are.
I got this place memorized like a fucking hawk.
Here for
I think
another
Fruity
of
would
my
like
lectures.
Vivian.
Oh yeah, I gotta talk to her about stuff. Oh no, I gotta read what she says. God damn it.
How
Still
may I
eating, so
help
never
you
mind.
today?
So, here's the situation
Oh,
map.
Must
there's
understand one's
maps
place in the
too.
world.
Zooming out. So let's go back to the beginning area. So yeah, this is how it is in the beginning. This is the where we're a little. It's where our.
The army notifications.
Mm-hmm.
We were the Fire Kingdom instead of the Ice Kingdom with the fucking Starks.
And you move, and moving forward, they show kind of like how the armies are moving in from the different locations.
The sack of Winterfell.
I wonder if the writers also use this to keep track of the story. Going to other locations.
Jon Snow's journey, through the
Uh-huh.
the wildling territories and with the wall.
And then at some point, one of the places that has access to, I think, Bahamut, whatever, was like, all right, well, our people need
Crystarian Kingdom.
What was it?
The Crystarian Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. They were like, well, our people need resources, and instead of actually trying to solve the problem at hand, well, let's just go take over this completely neutral place that has no way to defend against us.
Oh, I
And
was wrong. The Empire of Sabrik. Sabrek.
Subrek, yeah.
Sabrek is invading the Crystarium. The Free
So
Nations.
there is a King's Landing in Iron.
So, and here we
Here's the
have
latest
the
information I have.
relationship chart. You can see what they think of
is
each other as well.
cool. Okay, this is cool.
You can see notes
Connections.
throughout the game itself. Oh, icon. Oh, masked, unmasked. Okay. I must read this one here. Second icon of fire or fire aspect. Icon. Wait, does it change? That's the last part. Does. Clad in infernal flame, the fiendish creature flung itself against the phoenix, overpowering the icon with a strength and ferocity never before seen. Its reappearance was why am I having trouble? Its reappearance was to usher in a second shocking revelation that its dominant was none other than Clive Rossville. And you can kind of just like press a button. Where's it at? That wasn't
I'm
it.
seeing, Dominus, Shiva, Bahamut. I'm Odin. I'm looking at Titan. I'm sensing that there's probably just looking at this chart here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Probably in this game, just different kingdoms.
I'll back out to another screen, just so you can see in a moment, just before you say more about that. But I just want to kind of point out inner voices. So you see the connections.
Oh, that's good.
And most importantly, you could do it for the dog and see what they think about everyone else.
Oh!
You make a strong pack. What's that? Go ahead.
Every single icon has thoughts. Every single one.
Is the dog one? Please, please.
This is the dogs right here.
Yeah, that's like the dog. So the dog is like, we make a strong pack. She's stronger than I remembered. He has
Well,
a very
you said
good
every
note.
single icon has packs. Does that mean characters?
No,
or...
no. I meant every single
Character has
thing
inner
here.
thoughts.
In here,
Yeah.
not icon as in
okay, right,
primal.
Yeah.
Every person.
That's
So, if you click
today's
a
lesson.
portrait, you can hear their thoughts about everyone they know.
Alright.
So-
I'm just gonna go lay down and take a break again. God damn it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 or 5 more icons we're gonna probably get access to. Unless they kind of do some stuff like shifting around the positions here.
So we have our stuff. Presumably our brother's stuff.
So
We saw Shiva.
we have our stuff. Our brothers is up here. Then we have Benedicta, Sid, Well, obviously we're gonna have Shiva at some point. We have to have Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva.
We're going to be taking Titan.
We saw Odin and Bahamut, so no Leviathan, huh?
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But
Those are suspicious giggles.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Like,
Or
I'm
they
thinking,
also-
because it seems like they've trimmed down the number of like, obviously we know we're talking about summons here, right? Like, they've trimmed down
Yes.
the list, so I'm just thinking of the standards that would be in almost every game.
That makes sense.
I'm a little surprised that we have both Phoenix and Ifrit, but I guess we do. I would have said just
which
Ifrit.
is literally the plot as to like why
Yeah.
are there two?
Yep.
So we got those locked down, and then presumably if we just go by element, we already met Tiamat, who's also a pretty common one. Titan, Shiva, and then there was Odin and Bahamut. Now on that list, I would expect like the one that to me, if I
What
look at a
happened
list like
here?
that,
Oh,
Come on,
hold on.
we need to find the others.
I look at a list like that and I see Leviathan noticeably missing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So,
Imperials. If they
Oh, because we already have.
hold on.
they'll have the whole rest to answer to.
Oh boy.
Also Ramu.
In the beginning of the game, when you're you're hanging out with the other people who are stuck in the forced to be part of a army against their will, and whatnot. Your allies had code names. This character, Clive, had Wyvern. Another, I think his commander had Tiamat.
Pretty much. Yep.
So they're playing a little bit fast and loose as to what gets to get the special.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Founder.
I mean,
I'd rather not bump into them again.
Yeah, I will say throughout the game and what you've been through, you have not seen Tiamat.
was that not what the Wind Lady was?
Nope, that it was Garuda.
Oh, Garuda rather. Sorry, I meant Garuda. I'm wrong.
Let's
I
get
meant
into
Garuda.
Physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
What the hell happened here?
You're on the right track, though.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling.
Oh
I
dear.
don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
That doesn't sound pleasant in the least. So I'm gonna adjust the audio levels. I don't know what's going on here, but it just feels so quiet. Weird. Okay.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Nope. Got something to sell?
How do?
I would do indeed. It feels so weird to like not see. Oh, here we go. Something I can actually. Oh, God, it's a lot of money. Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a full HP restore though.
I see.
That all, is it?
I'll just do my best.
Yeah, I don't think I ever used elixirs actually.
What's that?
I never actually used elixirs actually. I didn't even know they were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I always stuck with potion higher potion and stone skin. I didn't even know you can go into the menu to use potions instead of just using them from the hot.
Yeah.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Horsons. That's an interesting word there. Wow. There's the Final Fantasy Arpeggio. Oh.
Up ahead.
Oh.
Martha,
What are you doing out here?
hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds.
I'm sorry, what?
Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
I thought she was implying that the, you know, those who turned to stone got up and attacked.
Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke?
So we have White Walkers too.
Hold on.
In Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
So they have White Walkers too.
Unfortunately, hun, and this is to point out, I'm not going to get any reference you make of.
Oh, I know. He's just it is me just going like, oh wow, they really took a lot from Game of Thrones with this one.
Oh my god.
So if we have an empire associated with the capital known for cruelty, I'm imagining that the empire is the equivalent of the in the War of the Five Kings, probably the equivalent of the King's Landing faction, which was led by the famously blonde-haired, blue-eyed, they call it again, Lannisters, who famously used war crime tactics.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Remember with Ramu, you had to hit the button twice to activate his ability to shock everyone.
Yeah, I forgot. Whoops. Well. Oh no, wait, you're. Oh yeah. Oh.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Ah, I see. People would take that out our aggression on.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
Well, that sucks for you now, don't it?
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I did not hold back at all there. Jeez.
Or
Nope.
accurate.
Yeah. Very accurate.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
And then more than reduced to ashes. Jeez. Breath of Wind. Reduces gouge cooldown time by 2 seconds. I don't use that though, do I?
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Do I want to get this? No, wait. Hold on. What was gouge? Oh no, I do
I'll
use
say,
it.
yeah, that is Garuda, not Tiamat. I keep getting those two mixed up a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Garuda's the burb
So can I see that again? That menu?
that a lot
Which
of people
menu?
like.
The one where you looked at the different icons.
The abilities.
Okay.
And the one that's look at the one on the right. Below Garuda.
That's
Ramu.
Ramu. Yeah, it's Ramu. Yeah, just took me a second. Well, right, realize it. Yeah, then the only one that's missing conspicuously is Leviathan. If we go by the list.
Oof.
Found her.
Oh.
The abbot.
Man. I have no more speaking lines.
Shut the fuck up.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
The ones who did this, at least.
The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Not sure how long for, though. Yep.
He's gone.
He only had, like, his head left. Ooh.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course.
I can put it in my magic
Cole and I will
inventory.
remain here and see to the Imperials.
I guess it's called coping. Whew.
And if you get an inventory pop-up that says pile of ashes added to your inventory.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, the name Sorrow-wise is,
So, I want to say something. Ooh, Chocobo on the right. On the left, rather. Look at them. Hi! Can you ride one? We must.
Unfortunately,
inquire
hon, I got some
minds
bad news
must
for you. They look a little concerned with my existence here.
know. Rainbow Chocobo.
Yeah, about that, hon.
With the rainbow.
That's not a Chocobo.
That is a chocobo.
No!
They're attacking.
Ghost, please, no!
This is why we don't go near the Chocobo.
Can you outrun Chocobo? Okay, I guess you can.
Yes.
You can outrun enemies.
Oh my god. I was wondering why Thorvald was not attacking when I was doing the button thing. It's because I was spamming the potion button instead.
So as I was saying, going in that room and seeing those bodies, it's not completely one-to-one, because obviously in Final Fantasy VII, the woman is way more like put focus on. Now this doesn't happen in the remake, but in the original Final Fantasy VII, the first time you get introduced to Sephiroth, you got it starts with you, the team in like prison cells. And then suddenly you realize, we can just get out of these prison cells. What's happening? The doors aren't locked. What is going on? And you go out and you start like exploring the area.
What?
And yeah.
Oh,
bounty.
So yeah.
Notorious marks every now and then. Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating the Notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but rare materials that will be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Well, yeah, unlike the one in Stranger Paradise, yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
I believe these guys can stone you, so be careful.
Yeah. No, I remember from Stranger Paradise.
I remember from every other Final Fantasy game.
Oh god!
Oh god, Doom!
Bye.
Oh!
Anyway, in this moment in Final Fantasy VII, you're exploring this suddenly abandoned Shinra building, and you go out to the prison room, and you just see bodies. Like, blood trails, bodies, and just corpses all of a sudden in this quiet room. And it wasn't anywhere near as like, oh shit, but like, you had the same vibe going into those buildings and just, oh fuck, there's dead bodies everywhere.
Awesome if they saw that there was no remake. Oh yeah, fun fact about Doom in 14. Doom is a fucking status effect, and if it's not treated by either using Etsuna from your healer or fully restoring your health to full to get rid of it, it instantly kills you.
Yeah.
When the timer goes off. And there's a monster in like the very first big raid, the Alliance raids.
Oh god!
That uses Doom, and it is infamous for killing new players.
Oh god! No!
Dude.
Oh my god! Ow! I can't believe I dodged that still. Oh god! Okay, that's not invincibility. You actually moving physically. Gotcha.
Oh, I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody get kicked out of a teleport.
What are you doing? Okay,
There you go, get that stagger meter down.
that was weird. Aha! Man. Holy Kuko.
Yeah, notorious marks don't play around. And this is like your the very first one you encounter.
Yeah. Alright, buddy! Oh my god, he's still up?
Yeah.
Ah. Man, why you gotta be right in the middle of it? Ah, I didn't do a finisher. I'm a little disappointed they don't play the ba 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 for that. Yeah, also it is kind of amazing you can dodge Doom. That's an interesting way to handle Doom, also in a real-time setting. Very interesting.
You didn't see that coming.
Clive, really? Really, Clive?
Pet the good boy.
Job good done. Good job done.
But yeah, that moment, I linked Shadow on
Mm-hmm.
an abridged version of that moment, but like, I need you to know, Shadow, that moment is like etched into my brain as one of the biggest and first oh fuck moments in a Final Fantasy game. Like, even beyond the Final Fantasy VI like mid plot oh fuck no Kefka, what are you doing twist. That one scene in Final Fantasy VII where the door of your cell is mysteriously open. You walk out, there's a dead guard outside, and you're like, we didn't kill him! What happened? And then you go out of that area, there's just a bloodbath. It's like, oh, fuck.
Well, I'd say this has a different feeling, though.
It is a different feeling, but I was reminded of that moment a little bit. Of just going into a room and, oh god, there's bodies everywhere.
Okay. How dare Speedy?
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Background noise. Oh, you know, do I want to travel this entire way back? Nah. All right, well, hold on, before I talk to her.
It's not fair, Sid. Death shouldn't be the only choice. The only way to be free of all this.
Oof.
Arthur's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages
down to the background.
at night to slit the
Loud
throats of
sounds.
sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story.
Black shields. Okay. I don't know who it is, but I'm hearing loud sounds in the background.
Wolfie? Hello?
Wolfie AFK, I think.
Oh, nothing might have happened. Let me just quickly yeet Wolfie for a second.
Probably like, or do the server. I guess the disconnect, yeah.
Yeah, just move her.
I'll message her.
Yeah.
I've got to fucking get her into her head to start muting her mic whenever she leaves the PC.
Yeah, just go
Okay,
to
you got
admin VC. Yeah, just that
Yeah.
she can move herself back.
To make folk think twice about
And nobody
lending a
else joins
hand to
in.
a fugitive bearer.
Cole. Second in command of the Curse Bearers, who assists with the coordination of their troops' bear liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Doris. Formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic, before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arms. And the Black Shields. The Order of Knights, instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as a vicereine of the newly established Imperial Province of Rosaria. Newly established Imperial Province, huh? They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, which in practice primarily involves slaying bearers upon the slightest pretext. Okay, so she is going. Okay, that's an interesting thing to go for. She went from just being like treating the bears like trash to like no one is allowed to have innate magic. And yet she still dotes. Well, she had doted on the son that had Phoenix.
So she's the Cersei Lannister of the game, then.
I'm going to throw a table.
No, I mean, like, if she has these sort of, like, you know, contradictory views and then she dotes on her children, that's a very Cersei Lannister thing to do.
Yeah, I know, but just more. You're speaking language that I don't know.
Understand? Okay, if you know, all right, fair enough. I'll pull back, even if they're obvious to me.
What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we
Welcome
must as
back,
well.
Wolfie.
Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Huh. So she is very confident in being able to like scrounge up a bunch of people to fight. I guess okay. Being on a little highland area would make it easier to protect this place, and also being in a swamp, surrounded by dangerous creatures, extremely dangerous creatures. So, yeah, I guess you have a very good. These guys have a very good, a good location to protect themselves at. Unless, of course, you know, they happen to be like, hey, let's just go grab the icon and just. No, wait, they wouldn't care about icons. Oh, interesting. I believe England did that first. Yeah. I think I'm inclined to agree with that right there. England may have been the first to do this.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
From the hideaway. Oh, nope, there's a thing here.
Oh, that's important.
Try not to move. Don't want to make it worse.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by!
I'm approaching you, my good man.
You handy with that sword of yours? Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Yeah.
And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Sure.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you.
Hmm.
And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Thinking emoji.
Whiteheart is the pride of Rosaria. You mustn't let those bastards lay a finger on that noble bird.
Rosaria.
Yeah, to what?
Whiteheart.
Chocobo.
That's quite a name for a chocobo.
I swear, if anything bad happens to these birds, I will kill everyone on this map.
Well, that's what we're trying to prevent.
Hey, all of you call me out for chuckling. I could be looking at different tabs on YouTube. Don't fucking test me. 'Cause I do that from time to time. That's just a general statement. That's not specific.
A white feather.
Damn it.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Man, I never thought about how big those feathers would be.
Those are pretty fucking big.
Ah, there's treasure there.
They're basically as big as horses.
Yep.
Pat, just walk away. Just walk away. It's fine.
But they're stanced up.
Okay, fair enough.
Kirby is such a burger fucking junkie.
But they drop goodies.
You are such a homicidal homeless man. I swear to
Just
God.
admit that you're greedy, that you want items from these things, okay?
Yeah.
Just admit you're greedy, okay? You're not preventing a safe wars, wildlife, you're not protecting it, no, you just want their items. You greedy bastard hunter.
Go join the fucking culture.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Damn. Torgal.
They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Around here they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Alright then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
That NPC has oblivion. like it just felt very oblivion dialogue.
Why do you not get thrown in there? Get in there! Get in there! What are you doing?
The fucking blender!
Yeah. You enemies.
This one. Over here.
Interesting. Oh, hi there! Ooh! Why'd you take that one? Whatever. Oh god, bad timing! Ow! Oh my god, that comes out way faster than I expected. Oh, you know what? Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh my god, you have a lot of health, buddy. Oh! You know what? I'm just gonna attack from out here.
Fucking guard bar, Batman.
Whoa! It's a very Street Thugs versus Kiryu Kazuma conversation. Yeah, it is. It really is. Wait.
You're safe now.
His eye's injured.
White heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Oh.
Ambrosia.
Pet the chicken.
It's you. You survived.
There we go.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on.
Well, how about that?
Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Yeah, well, so my childhood.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are.
Kweh.
Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Doesn't matter anymore.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
What about those others there, though?
Told you.
I guess the
And
village.
It seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. Lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Man, these birds are yapping a lot, aren't they?
They are birds.
I guess. Oh my god. What the heck? This is from a side quest.
Yes.
Critically important side quest.
Oh my god, they put a patch over.
So Hearn mentioned it earlier, but the ones with the plushes are the quote-unquote important ones.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you?
Oh.
No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. And yes,
Right, you're like...
good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Your flock just happens to have saddles as well.
Well, he probably put more saddles on them. You know? Conveniently, now you have... not only do you have your mount back, but you have a party's worth, too.
A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Kweh.
Kweh.
They're quoting...
We have to go back and see if the chocobo has opinions on people.
Oh my god. I'm so amused by this, just like... They're quoting the chocobo. Chocobo unlocked.
Yeah, I remember you were asking about chocobos earlier?
Uh-huh. Here we go.
They're the size of Clydesdale.
After 18 long years, Clive has been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R to while in the field to summon Ambrosia. Press A to mount. Kweh. Oh my god! Wait, I thought they're gonna start playing music.
No, it only plays the intro.
Ah.
Aw, man.
Okay. So
now
I get
you have a chocobo mount, so you can
they
move
leave
faster.
footprints.
Yeah. Yep,
oh,
they
that's
do.
so good. This is the technology of the future.
Rein in.
Chocobos!
Okay, let's see. So.
This is right, we love chocobos.
Oh! Ah! I thought you could kick those open.
Oh yeah, and fun fact in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the chocobos actually can open chests, so you don't have to fucking get off of them every time.
Oh! Sorry, just
yeah.
Dog
in Rebirth too, they don't fucking disappear when you get off.
What the dog doing?
Alright.
I'm not used to these chocobo physics. I'm used to Rebirth.
So it seemed like we're reaching that point where I'm going to have to turn to PNG tuber. So it sucks. Alright. Give me a quick second here, folks.
And I think I am reaching a point where I need to go lie down for a longer period of time and probably sleep because I've been sleeping too late in the day.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
Good night, babe. Love you.
Love you too, hon.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm trying to open the things to say, hey, let's close out of this thing, but it's not letting me for some reason. Okay. Okay, we reload the game and we enter a place with danger. Gotcha. Great.
Company.
Good girl.
I can't hit them! Man.
Straight home now.
Alright. I'm gonna attack you instead then. Ho! Oh. Okay, it's just simply just for first strikes and knocking them around. It's not really for combat. It's still amusing nonetheless, though. I wonder if there's an achievement, though, if you do this. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. I almost feel like the Chocobo should be able to run faster than this. This looks like they've slowed down. Okay. Shop there. Alright, I guess we just head back now at this point. This really feels like you should be able to move faster than that. Oh, I'm a little sad that they don't show Ambrosia on the party list. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, I don't think this game's gonna be a handle moving faster. Just a feeling. I just didn't think they were gonna be able to handle Chocobo speed. Okay.
And how may I assist you today?
So, about you, Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear now. I offer you and yours the guiding lights of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And, of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetails as your tutor, only to be disregarded her expert advice. About the coming to the hideaway. What the? Why'd that fade out to black? Oh, that's why. Ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
Homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where only one has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least it was.
Until Sambrek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so change, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew Emperor Sylvestre has designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Orphalane, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. Yeah, I don't think people would have expected him to be like, Lamal, let's just take these guys over.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching the University of Kenver, at the University of Kenver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. Nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. And we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to my rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease on life. As a personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you.
Allow me to educate you. Here's the latest information I have.
Alright. It's good to see everyone again. Or shall we write today? I'm not worried I'll step on him anymore. She's very pretty. Working intensifies. Or Kweh intensifies, whatever.
Very good.
I'm not getting 60 frames anymore here.
As ragged as goat's locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
You don't say.
Gav should be back by now.
Yeah, let's see, oh yeah, there's this. Is this any updates? Nope.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
So, about the hideaway.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter, and thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, and plenty of demand for me wares.
The only drawback.
The constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris or Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still.
If a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I got myself a bargain. Alright. Take care, Speedy. Trials and tribulations of Clive Firebro. Firebro's life in merry old England's desert. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We're all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Cooper's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget the cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me you'll come what may. Sid will save us. You know, a Sid, I guess.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Challenge whispers. Yeah, I don't know what to deal with that. Like, why is just the beginning part of the sentence there? It's so weird.
Finished, are you?
What can I get you, Sid?
Check my mob.
How am I getting on? About as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings.
So why does she get actual complete text to read? Or rather, that she speaks up about? Sid's faithful scouts. Now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. Gaff, that is. He continues to put his legendary nose to work in service of the Hideaway. Information he brings back from his expeditions proving invaluable for the Cursebreakers in their efforts to save the bearers from servitude. Though he lost one eye during Kyo Koopa's attack on the old Hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. Oh boy. Right, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Pretty sure the voiceless thing was meant to save up on budget with the voice actors, but they wanted you to give an idea of who the voice you're talking to, so they dialogue the first couple words, so you get that voice in your brain, and then you read it.
I guess. Still kind of weird.
I figure that's what all video games do whenever there's like a little bit like a beginning of dialogue, but then,
Usually, if they'll say something that's not really relevant to the text. They'll be like, "Hi, welcome. Be sure to look at my wares." They'll say that sort of stuff. They won't be saying like, the first couple of words. Yeah.
I guess they said do it differently.
Hmm.
I mean, they already do that when you first talk to them before you start even picking dialogue options.
Still weird. The Cullings. After being made vicereine of the newly annexed Rosanian territory, the Empress Annabella quietly established a host of loyal Imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of peace, their true purpose is to carry out what has become known as Cullings, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers and those who show them sympathy. The killing is swift and indiscriminate, with Shield dispatches serving as judge, jury, and executioner, and the chaos left in their wake is usually enough to deliver entire settlements to ruin. Oh boy.
Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
She is very young. Order a drink. Buy a round for the hall. Huh.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Cool, then.
I'll do that when we kind of like do something cool.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Sorry, lady.
If Martha's gonna get back on her feet, she'll need our help. Whether she wants it or not.
Well, good thing for her that she's willing to accept a lot of help right now. Oh. To marinate yard chocobo. Prepare hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into deep bowl watered wine, preferably the red variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasoned savory herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and lay in the dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready your force meats thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo, mix it with a crumb of stale barm and pepio, or kupo nuts, soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much time as it will lie on a gill penny. There's so many weird words here. And fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying at both ends that the force meat will not spill into the coals. Roast the skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regulated with drippings. Huh.
There's somebody actually trying to make an IRL variant of that.
What? They're trying to hunt down an ostrich or something like that?
No, I meant like just using like a chicken or something.
Ah, I see.
Or turkey.
I like how the sound of silence is literally just silence. No sound. Alright. Where is the blacksmith? There you are.
It's alright to touch him.
I don't know. You go first.
Fork. Oh. The apprentice.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
I got ya.
Alright, what do you gotta say about this place? I guess, Toa.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, an apprentice that knows his hammer from his crock. Oh, and the furnace is all right, and all. Thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods know how I keep the coal hot enough out here on a mere without 'em. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. I reckon you won't find a forge like this anywhere else in Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout. Wow, you're such a better mood. You know, you're kind of just barking at me beforehand, now you're just like actually giving me respect.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
What happened?
Yeah. It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
That don't mean I don't intend on doing it again. All right.
Same for you, do you?
So, 11 bolt, huh? Ah, that must be Sid's weapon. From heaven on high, far did his bolt fall for to deliver justice.
No scratches, all right?
Really? That's stronger, huh? Oh, I'm not in any reinforced area. There we go. Okay. So... yeah, okay, that's interesting. That's not stronger at all.
And?
That's an interesting looking weapon. Huh. What are you doing? Amateur Twitcher.
Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go!
Jeez! I don't know how to feel about that. So is that actually a chocobo? Or a chicobo? Yeah, I guess with the size of its neck, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that was,
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. It would explain Blacksmith's foul mood. All that pounding must be splitting his skull.
I haven't exactly explored this place proper. Ah.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apple soon enough.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clean. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Oh. Huh. A filtration system. Interesting. That's cool.
It's the water.
The foundations of Balastian botany, moral tendrils. After excising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to touch. Grind in mortar and add to warm coral milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the host may grow disquieted. Huh. To remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness? What's moon sickness? Though, I don't know how to feel about the idea of just like this being able to treat depression. Experimental record. Bohemil, head botanist. Mix equal parts first-rate vineyard hummus from Gotland's bales with deadland soil. Of the 6 cuttings planted therein, 2 survived to flower, only to wither and die within Senate. Even amalgamated with the finest imperial loam, the blighted earth is still effectively a nutritional deficiency. It might be remedied with some further source of nourishment, saltpeter or potash, or the dung of the racing chocobo. This shall be the subject of my next round of experiments. So trying to figure out how to bring life back to deadland soil. The best they can do is simply, I guess, is just to just filter it out. It seems, but you can only do that with water. Let's see what's up here. Man, this place is huge.
And you say Sid built this place?
Well, one can't really build what's been lying around for several thousand years. But it was his idea we claim it for our own.
Perhaps they're old enough for the sins of Zemeckis.
Where am I now? The Haven, Atrium. Okay, yeah, this is a book learning place. Oh, bright light.
That dress is simply fabulous. Isn't it though? All the ladies in the Dominion are wearing them.
Go on, eat up. You won't grow fat pecking at hay.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine.
What?
Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
Why you gotta talk like that, though?
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine.
So I guess these are being grown to be consumed. Yeah, well, I guess like what's a chocobo gonna be doing up a place like this? Man, that must be like some confusing stuff for these guys. Chocobo for both travel and consumption.
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole. That way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother. Oh, if only I could shoot an arrow through his heart.
What? Oh, okay. All right.
They say removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one.
Compendium of Rosarian Verse. The rills run red with brave men's blood, into the talons flow and flood, then out to sea. But those same souls whose souls are touched by flames and phoenix claws are clutched, and ne'er shall die. So dry thine eyes, thy groom is gone, but in thy babe his light lives on, and so shall he. Care not too much for poem, but that was alright. Where am I? I assume it's gonna be important in the story thing later on. Alright, I made the rounds. Time to talk to Gav after all this time, finally.
That broom's as ragged as... I hear there's trouble.
Alright. Wait, who are you? Oh yeah, that's you. Okay, never mind. Hey, thank you very much for the raid there, Alexa.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Man. Ooh.
You remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Hmm.
They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Yeah, I suppose taking advantage of war is kind of the best time to do that.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle.
Oh.
Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
Just figured that out now.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Man, Gav is trying his hardest. It really is. Auto's counter is now open. So, Alliance reports, Patrons Whisper, and the Hunt Board. Completing side quests are available through the Alliance or in the tourist parks. Hunt Board. Okay, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins. Donate money or items to Cloud's cause. Oh! Business Ray. Patrons Whisper. The Hideaways must view current renowned level and accept any donations available. nations, huh? We're trying to build up a...
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Build up our own nation here, huh? The Crystalline Impasse. A conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambric and the Republic of Dalmatia in the year 878, largely concerning the control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Valstean nations, but in 873 the nation claimed Twinside for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dalmatians into military action. 7 High Houses. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rusfield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties in the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in the ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reigns. Byron Rusfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and warden of Port Isolde, a thriving trading port in the south of Rosaria. Byron inherited a small fortune from his noble family, which he built into a large one by the virtue of his mercantile wiles and adventurous spirit. There is not a trading house nor a tap house in the Vastia and beyond that does not have the tale to tell of Lord Byron Rusfield. Okay. Oh, I gotta go all the way over there. Man, I did my rounds around the entire place. Now I gotta head around everywhere again. Ooh, what's this? Off limits. That means you. Oh well, at least I know where to go now.
How much water can a flower drink?
Here you are.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Okay.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Which relievers? All right then. Now I suppose the next thing for me to figure out is the fastest way to get around any of these places here. I suppose this isn't too slow here, to be honest.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
This is pretty compact.
Yeah, I kind of find it amazing that, like, this place feels big, but, like, yeah, compact.
That room's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
A gift from the backyard. Nice.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Man, the idea that like, I guess like you know, grown badasses and whatnot going like, hot damn, look at these apples. I'm hyped for apples.
Yeah, that just kind of shows how little they got.
Mm-hmm. And then again, you know, like a good sweet apple is pretty good. So,
The curse breakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
I kind of wonder how much they can cheat the system as far as Apple's concerned. Just basically be like, let's grab this branch and then just graft it into something else. Let's see. A basket of slightly stunted, somewhat sweet apples grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martel. May she rest in peace. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days. And when we do, you'll have the first pick. Yep, I remember her saying that.
Yeah.
I'll just take the seeds out, of course. I mean, yeah, I suppose there's that the kaiju, but like, you know, you have to wait for the tree to grow, and that can take years. If you go with the grafting thing, I think I could be wrong, but I think if you try doing the whole grafting route, you can kind of bypass a couple of years. Granted, you may not be able to get an entire tree out of that.
How much water can a flower drink?
I guess we're done with this area then, huh?
You check out the new stuff that was unlocked, like the board.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Forgot about that.
About as much as a bothersome boy.
Everyone's so damn sassy in this world. I mean, I guess you gotta kind of have to put up with the how crap the world
British.
is. But
I think it's all right.
yeah, you know what? That's fair. The old British whip, I suppose.
I hear there's trouble with those areas.
That broom's as ragged as...
So they're all right next to each other.
So Mather's all right.
Yeah, doesn't sound like anywhere is safe. So lucky though. Not that I'm planning a journey. Fancy a look at the list, do you?
So about Goth.
Oh, same old.
Same old, innit? Always got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with right now and what could be saved for later. It was still early it was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
You ever find yourself a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So about the past 5 years. So much happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, is still with us in our hearts.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
Us and in you. He took his name, gave us hope when we had none. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? Hideaway ain't nothing without Sid.
Anything catch your eye?
Nope, nothing's caught my eye.
Always something in there.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure, but let's ask about you first.
Business is busy.
Top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting stolas that report to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, in mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I had learned my letters from Jar back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Jar would be proud of me. Rather, proud of me too, were he with us today. Alright, so what happened the past 5 years?
Words are immortal.
They live on in others. And if the words are your own, so too will you. You know who told that to me? It was Jara, in her last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing. It inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that. Someone who remains with us, even though they're gone. Oof.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn renown, inspiring benefactors from all hideaways, renown level, okay, blah blah blah. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Ah. Talk of the Tea House. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk among the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Heartstruck Dowager. Oh, okay. That's cool stuff to get, I guess.
You earned this.
See, our order is built on pride, but that does not mean we're too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The blood axes. A meteorite.
All yours.
Yep, these are good.
Mm-hmm. Berserker ring. Expand renown to unlock. Okay.
You've already got that one. All done?
Alright. What's your gimmick?
Clive! There you are, Kupo! I've been looking all over for you!
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo!
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo! I knew all that already! And that's why I need your help. As I need not to remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of Muggles. No fiend of the Force. Oh. So I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Okay, I gotta read faster.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then, and keep an eye on all the billets that you get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, just let me know.
Man, you talk way too fast, Kupo. About the hunts.
Did you see the curse breaker?
What's up? Oh, yeah.
Did you see the curse breakers give every billet a rank of riskiness, Kupo? From this thing could kill you in single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. But I'm sure you'll be fine, Kupo. Well, not sure, but there's one risk I'm willing to take.
Thanks a lot. Wait, you have more to say about the hunts? What's with the masked characters having to say that their name? Some sort of corporate brainwashing? Well, they're not saying their name. It's a Moogle, not a Kupo.
Oh my god.
Which, I mean, I do know there's a lot of people who do think that they're called Kupos.
I think I called them Kupos back in the day. When I saw Mingus for the first time, I called them a Kupo.
Ah, I see.
Did you see that all the billets are marked with a location, Kupo? And that's where the horrible honor in question was seen. But you can't be expected to memorize every last name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kupo. So if the place name doesn't tickle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statements. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off.
Well, there's Pokemon, but like... Look, I much prefer Pokemon that make sounds, not says their name. Hunt board.
It's precisely what you see before you, Kupo. The Cursebreakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Kupo.
Oh, sound.
And post a bill here, Kupo, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two. Which is where you come in, Kupo. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kupo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing the realm is a safer place.
Alright.
Mike, no one else can see him. So did you see these X's come out of nowhere every once in a while?
So that did make me realize that, like, it's like how in video games a thing will be like updated on the spot and whatnot, and you never really see the person going to update that.
Yeah.
The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors to this board, you know? They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kupo. Don't let them go letting all their hard work go to waste, Kupo. Don't you let them down.
Well, Nectar's Adventures.
Did I ever tell you the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I never been, Kupo. Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that can carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo.
Okay. The hunt board. Ports of Fiends, Horizon, Countryside. Yep. Oh, they have an image of them too. That's neat. I remember in let's see, in Final Fantasy VI, you could actually have a Moogle join you. That's kind of like one of the, I guess, origins of Mog the Moogle. And he ordered a Yeti to join the party. So that's pretty cool. Although you can't really control what the Yeti does, but it's still kind of cool that he can even be in part of the party. The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in opposite directions and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter came from the trees, ensured they kept the brisk pace. In Sambrick, huh? Clairview Sambrick. Belphegor? Why the hell do they have a demon out there? Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenches of the nearby villages. The Broken Hilt, Rosaria.
So, I got some notes about the hunts too, actually.
Oh?
So, the hunts. These do not expire.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
At all. So you can do these whenever. What the game also doesn't tell you is that some of these enemies have levels. And you can get, later down the line, you can get some really, really high level stuff that you don't do for like hours into the game, and it's just posted there. I cheated and I had a guide because I had trouble finding the locations myself.
Mm-hmm.
It is up to you if you want to go in blind and just try to find them and maybe get attacked by a level 90 monster at level 30 or whatever. That's up to you.
I'd be down for getting surprised like that. Although I think I can get a clue there with what you're saying there, because I see.
Also, some of these that you get may not be available right away because the areas are locked beyond story.
Right now I cannot go to any of these places.
Yeah.
Sambrick and Rosaria. Okay. Hopefully I can remember them. So, actually, let me just look at the map too. So,
Yeah, I think you have to go back to get the location. I said the walkthrough I found told me which obelisk to go and everything, so and a mini map to show where they were. I cheated, but that's just I had trouble finding them myself. Like I said, it also gave me the level, so I was like, oh, I shouldn't go deal with that fucker right now because he's like level 60 and I'm 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think they also do not show up on the map until you find them.
Yeah. Okay. So somewhere around here is...
Yeah, I would highly suggest trying to do them all throughout the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I did them all, and they were worth it. The rewards are priceless, and the fights are good.
Mm-hmm. Should I be doing that on stream, or it doesn't really matter?
I would. I think you could do either or. Some of them are good on stream though. So they're boss fights, so it's up to you. Honestly, it's like you remember when you fought the Eye. They're all like that. Some of them are a little bit more spectacle, but that depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like for example, I was fighting a flying enemy, but I was also using Phoenix and flying around after them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you. I think it's worth doing on stream. It's busy work, but it's fun busy work.
Yeah.
It also gives you a reason to explore more.
Double check what this.
Oh
God.
Gee, I wonder where everyone's coming from.
Yeah, a bit of a shame that I don't have the proper invasion thing. Thank you very much for the raid there, Saya. The Chibi Tuber thing, I had to take it down because I can't handle it, and also playing 16 as well. So just pretend like the whole bunch of you falling into the screen. There you go. Broken Hilt Rosaria. Okay. Broken Hilt.
Oh yeah, one more fun fact about hunts is some of them are actually related to side quests.
I see.
Which is pretty cool. You don't you won't see it on the hunt board and then get a side quest. You'll get the side quest first, and then it'll show up on the hunt board.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to worry about missing anything, unless you're skipping side quests, which you're not going to do.
I already forgot the name of the location.
This is why I cheated.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure I'll bump into it at some point.
Yeah, you can always come back later too.
Yeah, that is rank B, so I don't think I want to be fighting it just yet. But all right.
I was gonna say to you, you can't even until you go to the next area.
Southern Rosaria.
This song again.
Nice.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Oh.
People who kept her prisoner.
Yeah.
What?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
will face it together then.
To the end.
Ooh, she's got people to speak to, I guess. The girls who were being dragged along use as hostages for her, I assume.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Level 24. Okay.
Well, you're 26.
I know, but still. Ow! Messed the combo. Alright. Just want to get a good view here. Damn! That is quite the view. Jill. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway. Together they continued Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mud crystals. Dominants. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without crystal, but can transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment. There's only ever one dominant for each icon, a new dominant only awakening after the previous dies. Some awaken at birth, while others are chosen later in life. But once it is chosen, one's life changes forever. Yeah, no kidding.
Yippee!
Okay, so we started from down here. Oh, we're not that far. Oh, I don't like, is that blood colored? Don't mind us, we're just getting treasure. In fact,
Run like the
Chocobo.
That's not running like the wind. Okay, hold on. There's too much.
You deserve a rest.
You can easily outrun those fuckers now.
Just one trip.
Ow! How did you hit me with the tornado here?
Man, I can't believe Kirby's going on his fucking Undertale genocide run.
I believe it.
Excuse me? Excuse me, what?
Oh yeah, that's what happens when you are technically out of bounds of an enemy.
I see. I screwed it up.
I fucking believe it. You kidding me?
Looks like 3 XP.
My XP.
See what happens to cutscenes. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Okay.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Uh-huh.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right. I heard you the first time.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours. For a price.
I already have a Gaia blade, I think, don't I? Colt tassels. Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. Huh. That one is tempting. That is very tempting.
Keep to the roads now. Welcome, stranger.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Uh-oh.
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What were their 100 full legions? 100? I heard it were 1,000. We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
There's an uncomfortable vibe here.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Well, I hope you don't mind me taking your stuff then. You're so willing to listen to these guys.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
Chickabo. Alright, how about you?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
I'm already speaking to the locals.
Locals down.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and it's just as swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Ooh.
Then we shall be on our way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, it's nothing.
It's a little
We
familiar,
still
right?
don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Just a tiny bit familiar there.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond.
Actually, you know what? I'll read it now. Amber, a sleepy settlement nestled among the lofty peaks of southern Rosaria. Located far from the capital, its people survive by trading what produce they can coax from the stony soil, and what little else they can gather from the surrounding hills. Vice Regency. The Imperial province incorporating the lands that were once Rosaria, ruled over by Annabella, former Duchess of Rosaria. One of her first acts as the Viceroy was to institute a new order of knights, the Black Shields, who were dispatched to every corner of the province to maintain order. They would later come to serve as her personal army, settling her grievances against bearers and ducal loyalists. Yep.
But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
See, where are we in the road? Okay. Orc.
Ready, go?
Oh, are these?
Will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
What are you doing outside?
You gotta move forward.
Ever since the Apostrophe, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Perfect. Damn. I wonder, will it stay on me when I ride Ambrosia? No, it goes away. Sorry, Master, you can't use those cool effects. Oh. Truth and paths, interesting.
Faster.
And nothing was here to be found. Main treasure. Oh god, there's bombs here.
Thanks, Cal.
Oh god! You know what? I'm about to burn you back. Bull's horn braid. Huh. Now I realize you can get stuff from that. So... increases lunge damage. Oh, right, I have lunge. I forgot about that being a move. Yep. Oh! Why, hello there.
More of my mother's men.
Oh my god, they go down so fast. I was not expecting them to go down so fast. I thought they were going to be like, you know, badasses gotta be like dealing with, but like, no, they're just, you know.
You're a bigger badass.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, people with the name like Black Shields, you know, I kind of expected just a little bit more than just that.
Don't forget, you're the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
You're also Clive Rossfield. You're literally him.
That looks sus over there. Hmm. That's a long way to go all the way around, so I guess I won't do that. I'll come back for you later, maybe. Yeah, that might actually be the other one that I was... the other hunt that I need to take down.
Ready, go?
I actually don't know if this is actually faster. I'm just assuming that it is because of the field of views kind of changed, or rather the...
It is 100% faster than walking.
Gotcha. Damn. Damn. I wasn't expecting to beat them like that.
Let's go.
No, I'm not whistling for you, Eagle or Falcon.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So what's over here? Stuff. Nothing else here. Okay.
Time to fight.
I cannot believe I'm beating them that hard. Oh. Well, hello there. Oh, you got things that fly, huh? Oh, that did 0 damage to me? What? Not what I wanted. Damn. Wasn't the Phoenix ability protecting you from the itty bitty fire bullet? Yeah, I guess so.
How would I be without you?
Alright, so. Ooh! I wasn't expecting that fall there. The trap! Damn. Alright, what do we got over here? Blood!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
Blah, blah, blah.
On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I'll show you a true
Well, that's kind of a little bit of a waste of a... Oh well. Wait! You! That's a good way to end things, I guess.
True, you'll shoot that way.
Yeah.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that he was gonna...
Yeah.
No big surprise here.
You know, not like I'm accidentally, maybe possibly making his heart beat again just so he can suffer the pain there.
Find something, boy. Death.
And
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man. We're just getting no W's.
This was my mother's doing.
but why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make it a bit awkward, and I have to look for
Rosie won't help me here.
look for treasure in this place. What? Oh my god, you're telling me that if I was gonna be staying in character and be like, nope, I gotta leave this place, gotta ignore, gotta keep moving forward, I would miss out on an upgrade. Demon Tamer's Sash. While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to hell whence it came from, until such time as it is resummoned into heaven, new host. Taming a demon is much more effective means of dampening its evil influence on the corporeal plane. By luring and trapping the undying spirit of Hellspawn into the accoutrements worn on one's person, one might also harness their power and channel a portion of one's own strength. Huh. Oh, how much do I have for points? Ooh. What do I want to go for? Wait, to single target? To single target. So basically it's going like, you in particular, I guess. Anything else I can find around here? Man, but yeah, there's just like... Yeah, that's what it said, Daikaiju, it's a single target. I was saying, like, man, it really doesn't feel like there's any sort of W's that's handed out at all for a bit, huh? Damn, it just happened, too. A fisherman minding his own business, getting just wrecked down there. Jeez. No, don't start playing that music now. There we go. Ugh. Oh, they got a nice little farm there too. Go away, birds. You don't get to feed today, birds. assume you come back here for or for just basically to come back here at some point.
We're approaching Bewick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Hi there.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Jeez.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
Oh, it's back here. Okay. No, gotta check back here as well. Man, I want to enjoy the view, but I can't see past all the death that's over there. Oh, unfortunately, Dama, I had to turn off the Chibi Tuber, so you're not gonna be able to see stuff being thrown at me. Final Fantasy 16 is a far too intensive game. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Oh. Woof.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Hmm.
Oh, where am I to go?
You won't survive another night.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
Be gone.
How am I to sell my...
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Oh. So basically that's where people are actually going to talk to us then. Gotcha. Unless these are actual, like, you know, no rogues with gold hearts and anything like that. Oh. Quiet Sands. Interesting name.
This one. It's over.
Devil crab.
It's the devil from the Bible. Was the devil from the Bible.
Oh, that's not dodge button. Why did I think that was a dodge button? Wow, I don't know what that was about.
You dropped it. It went to blue.
Crab, Satan.
Satan. Crab.
Satan. Devil.
Whoa.
Oh my god, you dropped it.
Thanks, motherfucker.
You having fun there?
Yes, actually.
Okay, there's nothing interesting about these any places here. Oh wow!
Stick around long enough, you'll get a fate where cancer shows up. As 14 refers.
so cancerous. Oh my god, Dama.
Ooh!
Whoa!
I'm gonna double check over here. Aha! I've ended cancer on this beach.
That's crazy.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Time to get motivated.
This is...
I'm sorry, there's no lawn chairs here to help with that.
Someone's brave.
Oh.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle felt better.
It's crazy.
I know I made jokes about, like, in the past, like, you know, hey, what happened? And I respond with, I happened. I didn't actually expect to hear it in a...
My mom!
No, it's like, you knows what else happened? My mom!
My mother happened.
You know who else is a heartless bitch? Oh, my fellows hate Clive's mom. I like how Joe just literally appeared from the ether just to say that joke. I don't think I've seen a comment for him in Twitch chat in fucking years.
I feel like that's one of the best comments to just make.
Come on.
Dude disappears back to the Shadow Realm.
Fly, Ambrosia.
What happened?
Oh my god. Shiro,
Speaking
no,
of which,
please don't
I
destroy
saw
this
like
place.
this thing. I literally saw a thing on
These
his
are the
feed. It's just like
rest.
I don't know how to react to it.
Joe is foretelling a giant frying pan is gonna fall upon Orlando Saka.
Oh my god. No. Bro, that joke is so fucking old.
And it looks like we're not the only ones who need to get in.
What? Why is he saying that?
Because you're not in the right direction.
Oh.
Let's go.
Kirby's Manderville. Oh, okay. I thought you knew, Joe. Don't worry about it.
I fucking wish Kirby was a Manderville. You know what? I feel like you would fit right in with them. One of these days, I gotta show you the Manderville storyline for Final Fantasy 14.
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Like, I swear you would get inspired if you saw some of the shit they do in that storyline.
I'm sure. I still have it on the table for to Patty had to have ties with the Mandeville stuff.
Fucking God.
Mm-hmm.
The mom is blonde in there too.
Have mercy.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Fuck off. And you chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall.
I'll cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We need to find another way in.
Oh God. What is Mandeville or Mandeville? Remember the one of those swords? Oh, hold on.
I thought we might be able
I realized there was still cutscenes.
to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No, but we don't got a choice.
As long as it is abandoned.
The Final Fantasy version of the Fallout Vault situation. Fallout Vaults, rather.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
But yeah, B. One of those weapons that's on Lavanya, the gun blade stuff and whatnot, is called, or has a name related to that.
You picked up the Vanderbilt blade?
Yeah?
How the fuck have I not noticed?
I don't know.
It's different. I think it just depends on which version of the Vanderbilt blade you picked up.
I'm pretty sure from 14.
Well, like which upgraded
Endwalker.
one.
I think it's Endwalker. I would recognize it if I saw it.
I'm only saying this because there's different variations of that one that you could upgrade it to each time you completed that quest.
Sounding like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
So it's like, I don't know if it's like the final one that I couldn't recognize.
I think it's the first variant.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you're talking about the last variant's a little bit too high-techy.
I mean, sometimes it could be edited with coloring, you will never notice it.
Take care, Joe.
The way it expanded to was techy.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure, thinking about it now, I'm pretty sure it was the first variant. You're not gonna get an answer.
I probably won't because I don't know.
Yup. I see a picture of her. That's the first variant.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, Joe, that's for the whenever it's role play and whatnot. So,
let's see.
The Lazarus District, an exclusive walled residential area situated just outside of the eastern edge of Port Isolde. It was once the jewel of the city's crown, and home to many of the nobles of the duchy. However, after the empire moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Port Isolde was all but abandoned, and this once grand district was soon overrun with thieves and cutthroats. So, Port Isolde. God damn it. Posture check. Oh my God, Joe. Port Isolde, a port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalind rivals it for its size. And in glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valstea. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Samarkand occupation has seen everything, from marketplaces to military institutions, subverted to the will of the Empire.
Not abandoned, then.
Oh.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Well, I guess we're not going to see ourselves out.
Or not.
So, how do you guys want to do this?
Freaking want that tornado.
Apparently it's calling card.
Holy Kuko! Oh, he's still alive. The dog just. Enemies bested. Oh, so we didn't slay them. Gotcha.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh?
Oh.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
And not from those guys on the ground.
Founder, it really is you.
It is.
Oh.
So wait.
We can speak inside.
What about the people on the ground?
They're fine.
Are they
They're slowly
fine?
getting up.
Are you sure? Oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh, okay. I guess they didn't really have to taste my blade. They were busy being battered around by tornadoes and rocks.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
Hmm.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Huh. That could be a reason why she's like obsessed in that fashion. Also, I hate that thought that like every time he mentions his mother, there's some kind of my mom joke could easily be thrown in there.
No.
Sir Wade, a loyal shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the Duchy. The Guardians of the Flame, a clandestine group of ducal loyalists who lead the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of their number are drawn from those who survived the imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, who know full well the Empire's involvement in the Duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside of Port Isolde, from where they can conduct their raids to free bearers from the imperial yoke. The imperial yoke. I swear to God, Hazim. The Purge of Eastfall. Purge of Eastfall, or the Purge of Eastfall was a brutal attack on the Rosarian village of Eastfall in the year 873. Annabelle Lesage, Holy Empress of Sambric and Viceroy of Rosaria, ordered that all bearers being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had been given them shelter. In the ensuing massacre, Eastfall's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned. I mean, I still can't believe like I did all those side quests in time for that.
Son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
Well,
this is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours.
Dear Joe.
And ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
Something else pop up here. I guess something did. So Joe, the vibes of this is like it's like really ye olde times. It feels weird where they kind of like are putting things on their own shoulders, going like, you know, it's gonna be like my fault or our fault, whatnot. But it's just, there's a different meaning to what they're saying in many of these instances. It was a little frustrating though, where like the main character here was saying, you know, it was my fault. I did this thing, blah 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 blah. And we see what happens, and we're like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I mean, something was causing your body to do it, but you didn't intend to do it. And it was a little frustrating, but like I understand what he meant.
This is less him wanting to be more of a hero, more like there are tyrants out there committing horrible acts and actually, you know, quoting the quotes that Wade's the Shields originally did.
Mm-hmm.
Were actually protectors. And now there's basically this group of Black Shields here making a mockery of everything they built.
Like this is their
and killing people over.
Like basically this is their pride is being like stirred up here.
Yeah, they're being besmirched.
Yeah, I was like also this is so side note here. I was a little confused, like why was he getting more upset than usual? And I've forgotten that the other people, you know, in way back when he was still doing stuff with his family, they're called the Shields. So the Black Shields is basically spitting in the face of that stuff. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Oh my God, Joe. An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as viceroy of the imperial province of Rosaria. While they most often march in small groups, their main host has been known to rally together to conduct large-scale raids. They're tasked with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct cullings of both bearer and those judged to be ducal loyalists. Take care, Joe.
Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
And let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. At least you're not dead. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
In the flesh.
All right, what have you got?
Once when I was your age.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Demon Tamer's arm guards. Okay, I'll take that.
As you wish, my lord.
Crimson tassels. Increases limit brick generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. I'll take that. Oh, that's a lot of money though.
That's
but I have a lot of money.
What you saw before, I think.
No, the one was taking damage.
Oh.
This is dealing damage. Oh, that's that is a lot, but
Of course, my lord.
Thank you on the back.
Desert Rose. Huh.
That's a pretty common component for crafting later.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy one just the hell of it.
As you wish, my lord.
Despite his rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicably peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Wait, hold on. It equipped it, but like, it's kind of equipped it automatically. Burning Blade's damage. Never mind. Increase defense. Oh, right, I should probably save. I mean, I know, look, I know auto saves and all that sort of stuff, but like...
Do you want to equip the thing in your other slot that you just got?
I thought I equipped it.
Yeah, but then you took it off for the defense?
No, I still have it.
I
went
was
to the middle.
I thought I saw you put the middle on.
I moved to the middle. Okay, so I have enough now to buy this.
A good damage dealer.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so...
That'll do more damage than your tornado.
Mm-hmm. So this is the intention here is to play like basically solo kind of thing. So okay. Back to this though. You know what? Why the hell not? Oh, I forgot to check around.
So wait. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, he may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Huh. Okay.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Guest. Interesting. Aha! Oh, but there's more than that. I do appreciate that, like, Jill has basically been a long-time party member.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I already checked up there.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Wade.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Okay, so basically 3-people party. Interesting.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shields?
Come along now.
Me?
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's go. Ah!
No, you cannot fight with the bird.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Yes.
Then come! Die along with your flame!
Flame. Be a flame.
For us area!
Yeet!
Real fucking asshole.
Fuck! I'm dying!
On these our swords, we swear!
Oh, I didn't realize they were separated. Let me fix that problem right now. Whoa! Ow!
Pull them on.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Oh, I pressed run.
Fight their battles for them.
Oh, hi!
Wait. Kirby, why are you dropping your combos? I swear.
There was no one to hit! What are you talking about?
You wasted it! You soiled it!
Dear sir, get wrecked!
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any
Ow!
chances. I can't let them flattered.
Whoa, wrong target. Ah! The game is kind of slower, so there's kind of the other thing there too, Wolfie. Whoa, jeez, Torgal. That was a jump.
Nice try.
Dang it.
Underestimated its power.
Oh.
It's your boy.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
Oh boy. Hi.
Hello, looks a little bit familiar. Just a little bit.
Oh god! Ah, I didn't do it fast enough. Oh, maybe if the frame rate wasn't slowed.
Did you see Dark responsibly?
Yeah. Oh, holy Kuko!
Yep.
Ern's doing God's work.
Real.
You can do it in old school RuneScape FPS.
I need to back off now. Ooh. Woo!
So wait! Found. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Ah, he timed it. Ah, I really wanted to get that counter. Dear sirs, please, I'm in the middle of something.
Oh my god!
Oh, I thought I was on Ifrit. Oh wow. Oh!
That's all ready.
Ah! Oh, that's a scene
Yeah,
right
you
there.
got him.
Imperial Link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap such absurd heights. Oh no, I already read this long ago. Man, that guy was smote. You know, I think it's perfectly good karma for a Dragoon to be smote by lightning.
We need to ask her that question.
Might need to restart this thing.
I don't see any more.
Or end. I just realized it's like late.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Yeah, about that.
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Level up.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Except the burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Weird camera angle. Oh, Port is sold. Housefield Manor. Oh, we do just want skipping past all that. Interesting.
Yep.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
It's Torgal. Damn, he's stomping so loud it's shaking my controller.
I guess my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
What?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Okay.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
I love him.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
Great uncle.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Man.
He is the
See that
best.
you use the good grapes, Rutherford.
Anything that pops up? Oh, yep. I will say it's definitely interesting. I've been thinking about this for a while, and like, I don't feel like there's any sort of like, I guess like, the best way I could describe it is Japanese drama acting. Like, I don't feel like I see that sort of stuff in the mannerisms, the movement, all that sort of stuff. Like, this feels like it's a like, you know, this is a ye olde medieval story movie.
Yeah, Yoshi P is really freaking talented when it comes to his writing and his team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also with the help of I don't remember his name. I think it was something Fox.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of the he's like one of the translators, like one of the English translators who got like who joined the team and is basically like one of Yoshi P's like confidants.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not just the story writing I'm talking about here. It's the like the body language that they have here. Like, if there's, yeah, sure, I do see some stuff that could probably be considered like J drama-ish, but the thing is, it feels more universal rather than just like weird mocap movements that you'd see from, I don't know if you happen to remember, but like just seeing like oh my god, like old Sonic Adventure games. It doesn't have the weird mocap-y movements of that.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to say with Yoshi P. I think he's. Jose could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he studied other cultures heavily. It's the same thing with 14 too, which he also was a director for. It didn't like it had its moments, but it felt like very like super easy for somebody who was like me, America, to understand the story and really get it, and it made it feel like
one of the reasons why that it popped in my head was simply just the sort of like the movements that they had there when Clive was kind of reenacting a play, and I was going like, "What are they doing? That looks like some kind of tokusatsu stuff going on there." And then realized, "Oh no, wait! It's a story. Either it's like a story thing, and they said play later on." I'm like, oh, "Okay, that makes more sense." But yeah. Byron Rosefield, the younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the empire and Byron was stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. Rutherford. Man served a Lord Byron Marsfield. His daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor, whether that be welcoming of the guests, the preparation of meals, or polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. The Saint and Sectary. A beloved Vastian fable, wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of Saint Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madhu. The story was a favorite of young Clive Rossfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall, and his rumbustious old Uncle Byron making convincing Madhu.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
It's kind of important too, so
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Really?
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not really untrue.
Say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Wow, and the music.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh my god.
There's your W.
I guess, yep. Well, sure.
One of the greatest fucking characters in the game.
I want to enjoy that W, but Jill has to make the scene awkward.
Hey, you leave her alone.
Look, that's not my fault. She's the one that kind of made it awkward.
You leave the wife alone.
Isn't she?
She's still making it awkward.
She'll bear us
Shut
across
up!
the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Oh, right, because we're going...
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
You need to have your own Ifrit fight.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I'm just a dog. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Fork. That's what that reads to me. This Torgo's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just a dog. Oh, I can't go back to go fight it now.
I'll open back up later.
I love them. Yeah, they're great. Here be monsters. Nice.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Now would probably be a good time to sweep it up and call it.
I wish they'd let me go and do missions. Oh, I could do missions.
Yeah, all you had to do was go back and you unlock a bunch of quests.
Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna be doing the monster stuff on my own time.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Yeah, how did we?
Same way they never heard about us, I expect.
What do you guys say, Nectar? Lord. Okay. Anything else I want to go check up on?
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good
I'll be
company.
wrapping up. It's just I do want to make it so I can freely walk around.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Okay, so they took it from...
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Revenge. Revenge, Clive. Revenge.
Vengeance.
Revenge. Revenge, Clive. Revenge.
Typical noble.
Okay, so I can simply just walk around where I want to. Don't have to worry about any cutscenes initiating. Okay. Ooh, that's ominous to be hearing.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Fine, where Torgal is.
Okay, alright.
Don't worry.
I think that's...
Like... She's busy.
Boy. Alright. Okay. As much as I'd rather not end